The quality of man that you become determines the quality of woman that you can attract. The quality of the woman that you can attract becomes the future mother of your children. Children do not learn, they imitate. Who do they imitate? Who do children imitate? They imitate their parents. They imitate their father, their mother, how their parents interact with the world. Right? And so your children grow up becoming like you, becoming like their mother. Children spend so much time with their parents, especially their mother. And so the quality of who she is, like, bro, the quality of who she is everything. Like, they grow up learning from her, they grow up imitating her, they grow up looking for people like her. It's ingrained in your biology, right? Like, it's in your nervous system ever since you're a child. You're programmed to find a future partner like your parent. It's natural. It becomes a part of you. And so it's everything, right? Because those children grow up, right? Those children grow up. They have their own children. And then the cycle repeats and repeats and repeats. It's a reflection of you, right? If the quality of who you are determines the quality of your woman, and those children learn from you, and like the cycle keeps repeating over and over and over, you don't realize, like, the quality that you become determines the quality of the rest of your bloodline. The rest of your fucking bloodline, bro. Isn't that, like, I don't know, if that doesn't, like, fuck with your brain a little bit, I don't know what does. You owe it to the rest of your fucking bloodline to become who you said you wanted to become. To keep the promises that you made to yourself. To become the person that you told yourself you'd become. To do what you sought out to do. Whatever your purpose is, whatever your mission is, whatever purpose that God or the universe put you on this earth to do, like, you owe it to them, bro. You owe it to them to become that quality of man that, like, it's on you. Everything's on you. Everything is built on you. You owe it to your past, like, everybody that's come before you in your family. You owe it to your entire bloodline. You don't realize, like, how you have the ability to fuck over every single person that comes after you because of who you are, because of how you interact with the world. You also have the ability to give them the gift of, okay, I know the dynamic. I know how this works. Children don't learn, they imitate. So I'm going to lead by example, and they're going to lead by example to their children, and legacy continues. Like, you start the ripple effect. You start the ripple effect. We've all heard the quote, hard times create strong men. Strong men create easy times. Easy times create weak men. Weak men create hard times. Like, I haven't built myself up to be anything just yet. Like, you can see, you're listening to a 16-year-old rant about life at 6 a.m. in the morning, bro. I haven't built myself up to be anything yet. I don't make money. So, it's no wonder. I've never met a truly high-quality woman in my entire life. Maybe my mom, but that's it. Like, I've never met a truly high-quality woman in my life, especially not at my age, bro. All these... you know what I'm saying? Like, but let this serve as a reason for us to keep working and to work even harder at that. Because if there's a scarcity of what we want, money, status, power, fame, high-quality women, bro. Everyone wants the same thing. I want the same thing as you. We're fighting for the same thing. If I'm slacking, you're going to fucking take it from me. And vice versa. If you're caught lacking, I'm going to take everything you want from you. Is that not the truth? Like, I know I sound like an asshole, but is that not the truth? Right? And you're not watching me. You're not watching me to hear to sugarcoat you and tell you you're special. Like, fuck you, bro. Fuck you. Work harder. Set higher standards for yourself, bro. Like, when you set higher standards for yourself, you attract other people that set high standards for themselves as well. I know how broad and general that sounds, but this is how you build brotherhoods and long-lasting, lifelong relationships. This is how you build real friendships. Real friendships are not built on the lies of, oh, you're doing so great. Focus on yourself, king. Like, 1% better every day. Shut the fuck up, bro. Shut the fuck up. If you're not doing, like... If you're not on track, it's my responsibility as a friend to tell you, shut the fuck up. What are you doing? Look yourself in the mirror. Get back to work. Right? That's what friends are. Friends are not here to compliment each other. You are not watching me for me to compliment you and make you feel all nice, warm, and fuzzy. Like, get off this video if that's what you're here for. Like, set higher standards for yourself, bro. Build yourself up. Build your assets. Build your skills. I don't care. Think it's a marathon, not a sprint. You're not trying to be everything and have it all today. A man that thinks in years and decades is dangerous. A man that thinks in weeks and months, they're gonna burn out. Like, let's say, okay, set long-term goals. What do I mean by that? Let's say I don't have any long-term goals and I go off to college. If I don't have any long-term goals, okay, what am I gonna do? I'm gonna immediately gravitate and chase everything that pleasures me in this moment, right now, because I want it right now, right? There's nothing to sacrifice for. I'm probably gonna go party, indulge in casual sex, like all that bullshit, all that drugs, like drinking. I don't give a fuck. Like, you know what I'm saying? If you don't set long-term goals, you don't take into account your future, then what do you have to like look forward to? What do you have to sacrifice for? Nothing. So of course you're not gonna sacrifice for anything. You have nothing to live for. You have nothing to sacrifice for. Not that you have nothing to live for. Actually, fuck that. You have nothing to live for if you don't set goals. Like, what the fuck are you doing? You're just behaving like an animal. You're gonna indulge in everything and like be a druggie until you're 50 and commit suicide or something. I don't know. If you set long-term goals, let's say my long-term goal, something way down the line. Let's say my long-term goal is to be a great husband, a great father. Immediately, what frame of mind does that put me into? In college, I'm not gonna go out drinking, having casual sex, getting into like, all that bullshit. Why? Because I know what I'm sacrificing for. Right? I know that saying no to these things right now is saying yes to my future. Vice versa. I know saying yes to those things right now, saying yes to the current pleasures, like that I can indulge in right now, is saying no to what I really want. Discipline is sacrificing what you want now for what you really want in the future. And when you establish what you really want in the future, then it becomes so much easier to sacrifice what you want now. Because you know what you really want. You know what you're looking forward to. Your future self is not this far-fetched, like, person way beyond, like, I can't even imagine what he's... No, bro, he's you. He's you. Your future self is you. Stop imagining him or her like this completely different person. Your future you is literally the same person who's been through the same shit, who wants the same thing. So do it for them. Make them proud. I constantly look back at my past self and I'm like, man, I look back at my past self with a lot of regret, with a lot of distaste. Like, what are you doing, bro? Stop. Get off those video games. Like, what are you doing? Why? Why do we constantly look back at our past selves and cringe at that motherfucker? It's because he chose himself over me. The reason why I was awkward talking to people for so long is because he chose himself over me. He chose to stay confined in his own comfort zone for so long over putting himself out there, working on talking to human beings. He chose himself. He chose his own comfort over me. No wonder why I hate him. Right? He was selfish. Of course you don't. If someone was like that to you, of course you'd hate him. And so I want to be at a point now where I'm just like, I'm going to make my future self proud. I'm going to make him proud. In 5 years' time, I'm going to be able to look back at the me now at 16, be like, wow, I'm proud of that guy. Like, he went through all that for me. And I want to look back with gratitude. Like, it's so rewarding. Imagine being able to look back at yourself and think like, wow, everything that I have now isn't for me, isn't because of me. It's because that guy back there worked so hard and gave that to me as a gift. I want to be that, and I want you to be that for yourself as well. Build yourself up. Work harder. Work smarter. Sacrifice the comfort of now for your future self and set these long-term goals. Because if you don't, by the time that you find out what you really do want in life, someone would have already taken it from you. Someone would have already taken everything that you wanted from you, simply because you didn't establish that sooner. If you want to hear more from a 16-year-old on self-improvement trying to figure out life, subscribe. It's a win-win for both of us. Get after it.